to the stage.
Okay, there we go. So these are the Miro boards that I use. They've become pretty famous, but this is what we use when we go through the stories with Gary. I'll show you Rare Robot. The difference between Rare Robot, which I wrote myself based on the plot. So we got to zoom out here. This here over here is what I call my
What
storyline.
platform do you use to make all this?
This is Miro
Okay.
board.
Shout out Miro.
Miro. It's just a big visual board. But you can see this is what I call my storyline method now, where you have Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and all of these things down here are notes. During the brainstorming session with Gary, some of them get turned pink, some of them get turned, you know what I mean? Like some of them are just ideas. It looks like a mess, but you're seeing like how I'm moving those note cards. Like, is this a turning point in the story? Is this the rising action in the story?
I love it.
And then this one's a little bit messy, but because I made it myself, so I was like, I didn't need to give it to anyone else. AI helps Utopia. So this is the actual storyline that happens throughout. Although this didn't happen, he's not dying. And then I take these cards and I'll say like underneath these would be usually the pencils are underneath there.
Sick.
The inks. The roughs aren't there anymore, but usually just pencils and colors for me. But those note cards become the heavy, like the bigger overarching thing. Since I'm writing this myself, I do most of the writing directly on the page. So it'll look like this when I'm reading it to Gary. But something like Jim Rugg writing for the first time for another artist, he took the same kind of like, hey, we had the hook opening, the inciting incident. We knew what this was from the actual story summit we had with Gary. And then from those, the note cards happen kind of like this. Story issue flow. Scientists discover a mysterious star. They tell the president. Astronomers discover the interstellar object.
And what are those images on the side they're using? Is that like perspective? Is that reference of just what was going through your brain?
So this is something that Jim Rugg would grab for the artist. Like this is the building that he's talking about. This is what a control center might look like, just to give reference. And then Jim would actually put the full script over here for Ben to read. And then when Ben was done with his pencils, he would just paste them right into this. So that way, if we get someone like Gary who's very busy and he's got 15 minutes, we can just do a really quick, without looking at Google Documents or this or that, or trying to, I forgot where that email was. Here it is all on the board.
Everything.
Everything's there on the board. This was the first time you could see here how when it wasn't lettered, we did a read through with Gary where Jim Rugg